You don't remember much of the first few years of your life. Everyone is busy trying to teach you things, and perhaps the most important thing you learn is that we all have a purpose in life. A calling, some gift or passion to make the world a better place. It's your source of happiness and what gives your life meaning. If life is a journey, then your purpose is the destination, and it's your job to find the right route to it. No one else can tell you which road this is, but don't worry, you'll know when you find it. Although right now, you're still a child. There aren't many routes to take at the moment, so you don't think too much about it. When adults ask you what road you're going to take when you grow up, your answer changes each time. And a little while later, you start to realise that some of your ideas might have been a bit too ambitious. As you get older, you find the road starting to split more and more. It's small at first, but pretty soon you're going to have to find the right one for your journey. In an effort to buy yourself some more time, you go to university. Pick a generic enough sounding degree and hope for the best. 3 years, £30,000 and one certificate later, you find yourself no closer to that answer. So you take a few years out from the route planning, go travelling, take some off-roads, and the journey's great, but soon the money runs out. You're unemployed and still no closer to finding your purpose. So you get a job. It's tedious and generic, but it pays the bills. Besides, you'll only stay there for a year or so, until you find out which road you really need to take. But then the crisis hits. Maybe it was instant. Maybe there was an accident. Maybe someone died. Or maybe it happened so slowly that you didn't even realise at first. Until one day you look back and notice something you've always known, but never truly realised until now. That those roads you went down, those choices you made, they're gone. You can't turn back. And some roads have been closed off for good. If you're in your early 20s and haven't started training yet, then you're already too old to ever make it into a professional sports team. You can't become an athlete either, and you'll never win an Olympic medal. It's not that you particularly wanted to in the first place. It's just now you can't, and that terrifies you. You've reached an age now where more roads are closing than there are opening. The time you have left to search for your purpose is starting to run out. Birthdays, or once celebrations of your life, have become twisted reminders of how little you've done. Your friends are getting married and starting to have kids whilst you've been stuck in the same dead-end job for 7 years. And you were only supposed to stay there for a year. You don't know how that happened. Everyone else has found their road so easily, but you're not as gifted as them. And what you are talented at, you can't find the energy to keep going, because right now it's taking all your effort just to keep moving, avoiding the bumps, the cracks, the sides, the dead ends, the diversions, the other cars, and everything else trying to run you off the road. How are you supposed to figure out where to go if it's taking all your energy just not to fall? Maybe you've just wasted the last 10 years of your life. Maybe you've just been going around in circles with nothing to show for it. Maybe it's all just pointless. Maybe your life never had a purpose at all. And that thought might just be the most terrifying one there is. Until it isn't. If you ask a person who's travelling because they need to be somewhere what a good journey is, then they'll say a good journey is a quick one. And if they take too long or end up somewhere else than they expected, then there's been a mistake and something's gone wrong. But if you ask a person who's travelling without needing to be somewhere what a good journey is, then their answer will be a little different. They'll say that a good journey is simply a journey that you enjoyed. And that's it. Because it's only when you don't have to be somewhere that you're free to go anywhere. It can't be too late to do what you want in life, because if you're not supposed to be anywhere, then there's nothing to be late for. You can't be behind in life, because if you're not supposed to be anywhere, then there's nothing to be behind of. If there's no one right path in your life, then you can never go wrong. If there's no one thing you're meant to be, then you can be anyone. If there's no one thing you're meant to do, then you can do anything. Maybe if there's no right way to spend your time, then it's impossible to waste it. Maybe you don't need anything to show off your life, because you don't need a justification for being alive. Maybe your life never needed a purpose at all. Maybe the fact that we're even here at all is enough. And that thought might just be the most reassuring one there is.